Hey you guys, it's Jen at Jen's Haunts. I hope you guys are all doing awesome. It's October 14th and I just wanted to show you that I am done with my grinning ghosts from the Haunted Mansion. And I just wanted to give you a look. The hats I found at Party City and some of the stuff I had, but I did go to the Goodwill and bought some of it. Some of it I just made. And so I'm very happy with my faces. Here's Gus, Ezra, and Phineas, and my hitchhiking ghosts. I made the bodies pretty standard, very easy with just the PVC, the chicken wire, and the blue painter's tape. And got them all dressed, and I think that they look good. I'll give you a better look at that in a minute. My hands are a little rough. I spent so much time creating the faces that the hands are just a latex glove with Loctite insulation expanding foam. And then I bent them. It took a while for them to dry. I bent it. I glue gunned it the way I wanted it. I put the painter's tape to hold it. And it's good enough. It'll work. I'm happy. So the wig for Gus here, I found that at CVS for $8. That was a great deal. And that round ball, I will paint it black. I'll attach a chain to it. And he will be my, Gus, he was falsely accused of a crime and he died in jail. Ezra was like a traveling man taking side jobs, but he really didn't have a homestead. I don't know how he passed away, but Phineas thought of himself as some sort of doctor, and he made his own concoction and drank it, and unfortunately, he poisoned himself. So there's a little backstory of what I could find on Google anyways. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. I didn't use pool noodles. I just didn't feel like I was going to need them after these guys were all layered up. It was going to be fine. And I will put them in front of my hearse and create a photo opportunity. If I had time, I might have made them their tombstones, one each. And then, you wouldn't be looking at the bottom. I'd probably paint that black, but I'm not going to do feet because, I'm not going to let kids touch them or get that close to them, but they can stand in front of them and, take a picture, and I'm going to have a little bit of a barrier to keep people away from them. So I'll just, put big stones on these and, paver stones, and that should keep them where they need to be. And all they have to do is stand there and be awesomely scary, and the kids can take a picture. So let me show you a few pictures that I took while I was making this and show you how I got here. So just to bring you guys back to how I got here, if you haven't seen my previous videos, I took tinfoil and wrapped it in tape and then taped that all to a foam head. Don't just glue gun straight to the foam head. Cover it in paint first because it'll tend to be too hot for the head and kind of melt it. So there's where I started. There's my example in the back of what I was copying. And here is Phineas is pretty done, and Ezra is getting there in that picture. But that's what it looks like after you cover it in clay. You're going to have to chase some of your cracks and give this a good 2 weeks to dry before you paint it. But it's worth it. They turn out good. Here's my standard bodies. I've just got T's and elbows, T's. This is a 4, because it's got it attached to the neck. I did bend this with my glue gun to get the shape I wanted. This one is just an elbow. This I actually used the glue gun and then put a screw in it. And yeah, he's not going anywhere now. So here's a good look at Gus, his little body, and Ezra, and Phineas. So now I've, you know, covered them in chicken wire, taped that all up, and this is a good look at the legs. You can just wire this if you want to do separate pieces, or just take one long piece, cut a hole here in the wire, slip it through. You're going to have to cut out the arms and then, you know, wrap that chicken wire around and then use painter's tape to hold it all together. And wear gloves. This stuff is really pokey, nasty. But then with this, you could also just wire 2 pieces and then wrap it around, just bend it and tape it, and it'll stay. Here's Phineas with, you know, no legs. And then I thought this would be useful. This is the inside of Gus's body. So, you know, like I said, put the hole here, it's going to be like a sheet, and then you're going to have to cut out the arms, wrap it around, start taping it, tape your chest. He didn't need legs because of his outfit, but you can use the cement for the PVC pipe, or you can just pre-drill a hole here, you know, and here and here and here, and then put screws in it, which is what I did just because I don't care for the smell of that PVC cement. And here they are, all done, looking all fancy. Well, I should say, I'm going to finish that, and then we'll be done. And there's another look at that. Here's just a couple more pictures. And once I get the lighting done, you know, I'm going to do the black light and try to get that all dialed in where it really stands out. And then I do have this glow paint. I think I've never used this before, but I'm going to give it a go. But I am going to make sure that they're lighted enough to matter and show up good in a picture. But I've been wanting to try this. It looks like it could really be cool. So other than just looking on the internet, this was my main focus of what I was trying to do. I didn't put Ezra's arm up all the way to hold his hat. I really like his hat on his head, but I didn't screw his arms. I might decide to make a change. It just depends on how much time I feel, you know, what I could get away with at this point, this late in the month. And the tie, you know, I might do this tie, and I might put a bit of color on Phineas's hat. But I'm going to look on the internet and see if this is just a Disney thing that they added later, or was the tie actually blue. So I'm going to look into that later, because these guys will be one of the last things I put out. So that's about it for now, you guys. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. And if you're a subscriber who's been with me for years, thanks for sticking with me. I hope you guys have an awesome Halloween. I'll be doing some updates on my yard build. I'm really going to have to give it a go today because I am officially late. So that's it for now, you guys. Thanks again for coming by, and I'll talk to you later.